So as Summer Steffen, our district attorney, stated, aside from human trafficking being the second most committed crime in the city of San Diego or our county, the number one committed crime is drug abuse and drug trafficking. With that said, in September, 2 students in San Diego were rushed to the hospital for symptoms that related to what the press called tainted marijuana. Although we don't know what the marijuana was tainted with, it was enough to rush these students to the emergency room. There is a synthetic form of marijuana. It's called spice. Sometimes spice is laced with different drugs, and currently there's a lot of spice laced with another drug called fentanyl. Now, fentanyl is a very powerful opioid. It's a medication that's used to relieve pain for people like cancer patients. It's 100 times more powerful than morphine. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. Fentanyl is being mixed into almost every drug on the streets that our students are being exposed to. They'll find it in heroin, they'll find it in methamphetamine, cocaine, fake Xanax, and of course, marijuana, and it's also found in counterfeit pills. We're in a new era of drug abuse, and fentanyl abuse is responsible for more overdoses than any other drug in the United States. Mixing fentanyl with these other drugs can cause things like respiratory arrest, unconsciousness, coma, and death. But there is a way to combat an overdose of fentanyl. It's through a drug called Naloxone, or commonly known as Narcam. If a student or anybody is experiencing an overdose of fentanyl, this is the drug that will save their lives. The medication is administered in 2 forms, one in a nasal spray similar to something like Dristan, the other is in an injection similar to an EpiPen if somebody had an allergic reaction to peanuts. So many school nurses and school police are trained in the administration of Narcam, and they actually have Narcam available on their campuses. But what happens if a student is experiencing an overdose and that school nurse can't be found? Minutes and even seconds can be life-saving. So I would like this board to look into our policies and procedures as it relates to overdoses on our campuses. And I would like to see what it would take to train every administrator in the use of Narcam in the event one of our students should overdose. I would also like to see what it would take to train our staff to recognize the symptoms and signs of a drug overdose, because gone unchecked, our students can die unintentionally by smoking something or vaping something as simple as a drug called spice. Thank you.